Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't posted in a while. I didn't post all of March because it was just a wild month for me. What happened in March? So it snowed here in the UK, which was weird. It doesn't usually snow in March. I was ill for most of the month. I had a cold, then it turned into like a cough for like 3 weeks. I still kind of have it, and now I have a cold again, which sucks. Almost got into a car accident, but we thank God I'm still here today. Yeah, I was struggling with my faith a lot. I had so many questions as to like what was going on. Like I felt better one day, and then all of a sudden like my anxiety just came back on 1,000. So I was dealing with that, like not questioning God, but you know, I just kind of had this, I was in this place where just like, you know, like, God, what's up, you know what I mean? Then it came to the end of the month. I'm not sure when this video will be out, so it'll probably be like 2 weeks after the event. Anyway, someone that I know was shot dead. I don't really know what's happening in the UK, especially London. I think about 12 people died in the space of 10 days due to a gun and knife crime, which is kind of scary. I think we even surpassed New York in terms of murders for a certain week. Like, yeah, I know that these things happen everywhere, but it's scary because it's close to home. Rest in peace, Abraham, and all those other victims who lost their lives to gun and knife crime. And I also pray for your family and friends who are obviously going through a difficult time right now. What is going on is crazy. I think I even read this morning that there was two stabbings. One girl in Tottenham, I think, lost her life and she was like 16. But I haven't really read up on the story yet. But yes, it's a lot. So like I said, I've been struggling with my faith a lot. I've been having a lot of conversations with God, trying to figure out like why certain things are happening. Like I do feel like I was making progress in terms of my anxiety. So let's say I was down to 50, and then in March it just like went up to 200, and just like, what is happening? Why do I keep going back and forth? If you're a Christian, even if you're not, you may have heard of a Bible verse in Philippians. I'm just going to try and find that scripture actually. Philippians 4:6, and it says, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving present your request to God. Yeah, cool. Do not be anxious about anything. I get that. And yet it's written, however, what if you're now anxious? Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, God, now I'm anxious. How do we deal with this? Because I'm already there. So, like, what's going on? I don't know how to turn that anxiety off. Like, that's where I was. And it's confusing because it's just like, okay, does that mean that I don't have faith? Like, does that mean I'm not a Christian? Like, how does this thing work? Do you know what I mean? Similarly, in 1 Peter 5:7, it says, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. And it's like, I don't know how to do that. Like, what's the steps? Like, how do I get there? I wish I could just dump it. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I believe that God cares for me and cares for everyone, but how do I cast my anxiety onto him if I'm in it? You know, like, please, so how do I get there? I wish I could just drop everything, but obviously I always have that element of, oh, like, I need to control this or I need to control that. And yeah, it is a journey, and I'm still trying to learn how to actually just let go of everything. Like, some people just like, yeah, cast your burdens onto the Lord, and it's like, okay, cool, but I can't seem to just do that. So I'm trying to figure that out right now. And yeah, I just felt like I had so many questions. It's like I started the whole YouTube thing. I felt like I was making progression and sharing my story and whatnot, but yeah, there's ups and downs. It's not always gonna be cool, and that's also something else that I struggled with, because it was like, okay, I've given my life to God, like I'm expecting bare things, and to be honest, you should be expecting. Do you know what I mean? Like, you should exercise your faith, but it's like I was saying it, but I wasn't doing it, and it's still a learning process for me because I don't know everything. Oh yeah, excuse me if I'm bare sniffing, by the way, because like, I actually have a cold, so apologies. I actually need to go and get a tissue, but anyway. So a few weeks ago, I was at work, came to lunchtime, and I was just down. I was just like, I'm over everything. I just got to the point I was like, this cannot be me again. Like, how many times am I going to go through this? And I was talking to my friend Debbie, shout out Debbie, and she was referring to a Bible scripture. I'm actually going to try and find the scripture so I can read it word for word. Yeah, so it's John 16:33. It says, I told you these things so that in me you have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I've overcome the world. And I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I hear it, yeah, you know, it's written, it's the truth, but so what does that mean? So is it that I'm just not gonna be happy, or like when I am happy, just the whole time know that, you know, something's gonna happen? And it just got me, because I was like, okay, cool, I'm supposed to be living a better life now that I've given my life to God, but it doesn't mean that things are gonna be rosy. Yeah, life always has challenges, yeah, but for me it was kind of like, I'm tired of being sad and whatever, and it's just like, okay, so now if something good happens, just know that it's just not going to last long, or what? So what is the point? Like, that's where I was at. I was like, so what's the point then? Like, what's the whole point of being a Christian? That I don't get it. So I got home that night and I called one of my friends and we were kind of discussing the scripture again. I don't know if you can hear my dad singing, and wow, Debbie's calling me. But yeah, back to what I was saying. So when I had the conversation with my friend on the phone about the John 16:33 scripture about take heart, and you know that there's gonna be a lot of trouble in the world, yeah, like I was done. I was like, yeah, forget it, like what's the point? And you know when you're even getting, it's like you're slightly angry at your friend, but it's like, why are you angry? Because she's just telling you the truth, like it's written in the Bible. So yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'm not interested, don't hear this, mate. Like, but after about an hour or so, like I had time to digest the scripture, and really and truly it's up to me. I realized that I only have two choices. Like, either I can go and do my life and try and live the best I can by myself, which will probably go down the drain, or I can just continue living for God. You know, you have ups and downs, and you get to these times where you just feel like, oh, like I'm not on it. But really and truly, like, I can't live my life without God, because yeah, it's just not worth it. One thing I struggled with is the fact that, okay, I can be praying for the protection of my friends and my family, but if it's already written, and if God has said, oh, time's up, like God forbid anyway, like there's nothing I can do about that. And I was kind of like, so what's the whole point of praying? Like, what's the whole point of praying for long life for my friends and family if anything can happen? And it's something that I'm still struggling with today. However, like, especially in the times that we're living in now, you need to keep your prayers up. You know, you need to somehow just have faith that your prayers are going somewhere. Like, your prayers will not be unanswered. Like, yeah, there's some prayers that God might not answer and it will leave you with questions, but like for me, that's all you have. So, and especially now, it is important to like spend time with your family and friends. Like, call out people, like tell people you love them, like pray for your friends, family, friends of friends, like family or friends, you know what I mean? Like, I've deeped every day literally is a blessing. Like, for me to wake up, be able to talk, be able to see, like some people aren't able to get up and go to the toilet by themselves, you know what I mean? So it's a blessing, and I feel like we need to live in the moment more and appreciate what we have around us. Like I've previously said in my other videos, it is very, very important to also make sure you're looking after yourself. So I know I mentioned that I wanted to do CBT to help with my anxiety. So I went ahead and called a service that my GP referred me to last year, but I wasn't on it because it just sounded like counselling to me. I was like, I ain't doing counselling again, innit? But yeah, I called them at the end of February. I had a telephone assessment, and they'll kind of ask me questions like, you know, different triggers, like how do you feel in this situation, how do different things make you feel, and it just, I don't know if you've had like a telephone assessment before, and I was just like, okay, like this again. But I was open, you know, again, like I tried to be as open as I could, and I felt like I was getting somewhere, you know. I felt like they were understanding me. I said, yeah, I want to try out CBT and whatnot. Initially, they kind of said that, oh, they don't do like CBT. And I was thinking, I'm not doing counselling again. Like, and this was at the end of the conversation, and it broke me, because it's almost like, okay, I've spent my time opening up to you, and you're basically telling me that you can't help me. So that got me mad. Like, I was irritated. But yeah, so I left that conversation there, and I was like, okay, well, I've tried. I think I actually cried, actually, because I was like, raw, like, you don't understand me. But yeah, anyway, I left it there, and then I got a letter in the post. And the thing is, I received this letter on the 26th of February, and it's only now that I'm actually taking time to read it. So it's a service called Talking Therapies. I'm not sure what other boroughs do it in London, but I think a few boroughs do it. So yeah, this is my letter from the NHS. Let me try to block out all my information. So this is the letter from the NHS. This is what the letter says. I think they sent, well, this is a copy of the letter that they sent to my GP. I guess they just send it to me for my information. Yeah, so it says, thank you for referring the above patient to Talking Therapies. Further to their assessment on the 15th of February, we are writing to confirm that they've been referred for therapeutic intervention with Talking Therapies, and will be contacted in due time by a clinician to arrange an appointment. Cool. So it says that I have to attend an introduction to mental health workshop, which is being held near my house on the 6th of April at 2 p.m. Cool. And they've enclosed an attendance policy and whatnot. Okay, it kind of showed me where it is. I have this leaflet, don't know if you can see. It's called the White Wall, the Big White Wall. So I think you can go online and talk to others, different counsellors, if you're going through a tough time or whatnot. Oh yeah, so check that out, the Big White Wall. I will leave a link down below. So while waiting for your treatment to begin, you may want to use the White Wall, an online mental health service run by an independent organisation in partnership with the NHS. So it's safe and anonymous, and you have online support 24/7. So check that out. After my introduction, I guess I'm gonna have to sit down with my psychological well-being practitioner and agree on a treatment plan based on CBT strategies. Fantastic. And then they'll also give me some written self-help materials. Okay, well, so I'm off this week, luckily, and my first session is on Friday, so I'll come back with an update to update you on how that goes. But yeah, it's definitely important to make the right steps to help yourself, no matter how unnecessary you may think it is. So I'm gonna try this, and hopefully it goes well and gets me closer to dealing with my anxiety. But yeah, I hope this video has been insightful. Don't really know if I've said much really, but yeah, stay prayed up, and I'll see you in my next video, which I hope is going to be a fun one. So stay tuned and like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.